Hello, everyone. Today on Straight Talk, we're going to talk about how to hire the absolute best office cleaning service. Seems like a simple topic, yet it's more complex than that. And to do this, I welcome Justin Douglas, the co-CEO of Corvus Janitorial Systems. Justin, welcome.
Thanks, Jeff. Well, first of all, we're thrilled to be here, and thank you for your time. We founded the company in 2004, and at the time we had obviously no customers and no franchisees, and quite frankly, not a tremendous amount of office cleaning or janitorial service experience. So it's been a labor of love, and I think by growing organically from the ground up, you learn a tremendous amount. And we've been really fortunate, I think. One of the keys to our success is having outstanding people on our team, folks that are hardworking, who share a vision in terms of delivering an outstanding service to our customers and our franchisees, and who have a shared sense of purpose. And our culture and our values, those that have been cultivated now over almost 20 years, has been a big part of our success. So today we're in 21 US markets. We have about 2,000 people that wear our uniform on any given night, and we clean everything from large multi-tenant office spaces to 1,500 square foot manufacturing offices. And no matter the type of industry or the size, we're equally dedicated and committed to delivering a high quality service that makes people's lives better in terms of being safe and energetic and healthy at work, and also just providing a great environment to walk into every morning.
Okay. So what would you say sets you apart from your competition? What's your unique value proposition?
Yeah. All of our competitors are outstanding. So there's nothing that, we have deep respect for all of them. I think the fact that we've grown this on our own, from the ground up, has given us a great commitment to collaborating with our clients. We don't want to be transactional. We really want to think of ourselves as being a part of their third shift. And this is a team sport business. And so understanding what the client needs and wants, what the organization is going through, what your point of contact is going through. A facility manager, as we say, dies a death from 1,000 cuts. They're dealing with the cleaning company, they're dealing with the HVAC service provider, they're dealing with any number of activities, and really understanding what that individual needs and wants, and delivering not just in terms of the clean, but even when are we following up with them? When are we checking in? When do we know that he or she is going to have a particularly hectic time of year, the holidays being a great example? And hey, can we come in and help out with the floors? Or really thinking of ourselves as a teammate, and it being a partnership. And I think that's what's really been critical in our success.
Good information. So those watching, in part, are facility managers who might be frustrated with their current cleaning company. I'm sure you've heard that before. What would you tell them if you had the opportunity?
Well, I would say thank you for your business. If it's Corvus, my apologies for the frustration. We look forward to hearing what those frustrations are and correcting them. So that's what I would say out of the gate. And always thank you for your business. This is not necessarily a popular answer, but it's the truth. And we've grown because we've tried to be very, very honest all the time. So I think number one, it's important to unbundle what that frustration is. Again, a facility manager has a lot on their plate, but what is it specifically? And working on that relationship where you can communicate with your vendor, where you can collaborate and understand and articulate what the problem is. And this isn't the popular side of what I was going to say, is open the door to get their opinion on the situation. A lot of times a cleaning company is so nervous and apprehensive about not losing the business. The client is always right. And to the extent, this is like a consulting agreement. It's not buying bin liners or neutral cleaner or or floor finish where there's a price and it's a set and forget. This is a human being business, and understanding what's going on with the cleaning company, being specific about what the problem is and trying to work on it together, I think is a big part of getting over those obstacles. Now, if cleans are being missed, service specifications aren't being met, that's a totally different situation. But collaborating, communicating, and doing so consistently is really a big part, in our view, of mitigating those frustrations.
Okay. So some might say the price is the most important thing. What do you think about that? What does that mean to you?
Well, we work in an industry where we are price takers, and we work with budgets. And so I think it would be disingenuous for me to say it's not all about price, because clients have a budget, and that's just that. Having said that, like anything else, you're going to get what you pay for. You can't clean faster for less money. And really understanding what your facility needs and wants is important to understanding what a reasonable price is. What's your foot traffic? Do you have a group of teammates who are particularly fastidious and might need more time? And really understanding what you as a client need and want should inform what your budget is. It's not just on a balance sheet or a pro forma in terms of what we're going to spend. Now, if that is the case, that's the case. But there's a lot more to choosing a service than price. What are their systems and protocols for when things go wrong? Because hopefully things won't go wrong. But again, this is a business that's based on human beings. Something will go wrong. Who do you communicate with? Who is following up to inspect accounts? Who does the contact interact with from an administrative standpoint? If the contact wants to have a change of specifications, where's that rapport? So it's not all about price. And yet we're in a challenging economic environment. And as a service provider, we want to be respectful of our clients' budgets, and we try to do everything we can to satisfy all of their needs. But it's not just price. And ultimately, changing cleaning companies again and again and again is going to be more expensive than if you arrive at a reasonable price that solidifies a relationship over time.
Okay, good. So thinking about your motivation, what gets you excited about what you do? Talk about that.
Yeah. So our why, our purpose is to make lives better. And in that context, getting out of the bed in the morning and going to work is very easy. I'm actually a very messy person. I'm on the road a lot. But when I get back to my hotel room and it's neat and clean and tidy, it makes my life better. It doesn't make it perfect, but things are just better. You have a more clear mind. In a post-COVID world, you feel a little bit healthier too. And so in everything we do, we try to think about making lives better. Having a really kind interaction with a client, calling to say thank you, doing the little things that, in life, little things matter. And being effective. And of course, we want to deliver a high quality service on a grand scale, but making it easy to do business with us, where folks say, hey, my day was a little bit better because of this service. That's what motivates us to do a good job.
Okay, I like that. So Justin, in part, those watching might be building service contractors who are looking for tips on how to get more office cleaning contracts. So what does Corvus Janitorial Systems have to offer these contractors looking for more work?
Yeah, I think it's a really good question, because what contractors focus on, as they should, is operations, delivering a quality clean to the client. And they're doing that every day. And that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, logistics, energy, and resources. Procuring contracts and growing a book of business, growing revenue takes an equal amount of time and energy. And you've got to be doing it every day in terms of sales and marketing, addressing all parts of the sales funnel, from SEO to outbound calling to digital to social to just general email campaigns. And what we provide for our franchisees is that service: consistent, everyday, effective, no days off energies to growing their book of business. And I think that's a huge value add. There are only so many hours in the day, and resources are finite. So if a contractor can partner with us where we can provide those services to help them grow their business, and they focus on running the business, I think that's a meaningful contribution to a contractor.
Okay. So obviously, some might think that the franchise model is not good for them. What would you tell them?
Do you mean from a client perspective or a contractor?
Contractor.
Um,
They don't
you
believe.
know,
What would you say?
yeah. So, Jeff, we've grown this business, again, as I said, by being brutally honest. And I think over time, being honest is good for the soul. I know that, and it's good for commerce. Being a part of a franchise company might not be good for you. Number one,
Okay.
you're going to make less money if you're a part of a franchise company. Now, most franchisors won't say that. It's just the truth. There are more hands on the money. That is the truth. I don't care what anyone says. What a contractor or a budding entrepreneur needs to consider is the cost that you're paying to the franchisor. Is that worth the services, the features, the benefits, and support? And so, if you're an individual that has deep experience in sales and marketing, deep experience with cleaning, planning, logistics, administration, maybe you don't need to be a part of a franchise system. But if you want to focus on the operation side and you want a partner that's going to help grow your book of business, who you can ask, hey, is this the right finish for this type of floor? Is this the right color pad when I'm scrubbing and recoating ceramic tile? Then a franchise situation can be outstanding. But again, being a business owner is really hard. And what we've really tried to adopt is the mindset of not talking someone into doing something they don't want or they don't understand. And I think that's really important. So it's not for everyone. That's not in my best interest to say. But if you can do it on your own, you probably should. You're going to make more money.
Okay.
But if you want some help, if you want support, it's a terrific avenue.
Yeah. Good, honest
So
thoughts.
my colleagues might fire me for saying that. So if we can look at that tomorrow.
No, good
That, by
stuff.
the way, is the truth. That is the truth. And I don't know if this is off book or off camp, but I own Corvus entirely. So I'm not pressured to force people to sell franchises. There are other companies that have shareholders, and there's this inertia where they're forced to sell a franchise. We don't say, we don't say sell a franchise. We say open a business. Selling a franchise is compelling you to do something. Opening a business is partnering with you to pursue your entrepreneurial dreams. They're two very different things.
Okay. Good info, Justin. People are watching. What would you say as a final thought? Give us some good advice.
That's a lot of pressure. I think I would say stay with what I've kind of maintained, hopefully thematically throughout the course of this interview, which is communicate, collaborate, and do it consistently. Sometimes that is very difficult to do. It's putting in that effort to take the time to listen, to articulate yourself, It takes time and effort as opposed to, hey, I just want this done and get it done.
Mm.
And there is a time and a place for that. But approaching the process with a contractor as a long-term collaboration built on mutual respect, rapport, and trust, putting in that energy to achieve those things will yield good results in the long run. In the short run, it might cause some brain damage or frustration, but that's really where I see for any cleaning company and any customer, having rapport with your partner is critical in communicating and collaborating.
All right. Great thoughts. Thank you, Justin.